Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with a video, and this video has been so recommended to me for so long. People have asked and I have received. So if you couldn't already tell by the title, in this video I'm going to show you my leg slash quad slash glute workout, the whole nitty gritty, and I'm going to show you what I eat in a day. So anyways, I'm gonna quit talking and let's just get into the video. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is breakfast. So today for breakfast I had my go-to. I have this every single day. I love this breakfast because it's so delicious, it's so good, and it gives me my protein, and also it just fills me up until lunchtime. So the first thing I do is that I grab my ham slices and I cut that into little pieces. Then after I cut it, I just set it to a side and I start working on my eggs. So today it's a little bit more complicated than usual. I usually have 8 tablespoons of egg whites and an egg with turkey bacon, but this day I did not have turkey bacon, so I had to improvise. Basically today I had 2 eggs and 8 tablespoons of egg whites. So I just add that into a little bowl and whisk it. Now I do want to say that my protein intake is very important to me, so I really need to make sure that every single meal will build up to what my protein intake should be by the end of the day. So if I don't have turkey bacon, then I'm going to improvise so that I make sure that my breakfast is at least 35 grams of protein, which is basically what this breakfast is. Anyways, after I whisk the egg whites and the eggs, I'm going to put my ham in a pan and heat that up. And while that's heating up, I'm going to grab a pita bread and slice, cut that or slice it, I don't know. Cut that in half and put that in my mini oven. While the pita bread and the ham are heating up, this just gives me time to wash the dishes. And after I wash the dishes, then I add the eggs and just whisk that. So yeah, that's my breakfast. My breakfast is a total of 35 grams of protein and it's super good. I definitely recommend it. Next thing is lunch. So I packed my lunch the day before school. So on this day I had steak, rice, and eggs with ham. Okay, so the first thing I do, I basically just season my steak. I put this avocado oil thing, and all I put on it is salt, and I do that on both sides. Once I'm finished with that, then I just put that in my pan. Once the steak is finished, I will put that aside and start working on my eggs. I just put 1 egg and 2 slices of ham, and obviously I start whisking it. So once the steak is finally cooked, I cut that into little pieces. The reason why I cut it into little pieces is just because it's going to be in a container and I'm gonna bring that to school, so I really don't want to be wasting my time trying to cut a steak. I just want it to be already prepared to cut into pieces. So once I'm finished cutting that into pieces and putting it in my container, then I start making my egg and ham slices. It's the same method that I used in the morning, except it's just 1 egg. So once I'm finished with the egg, I just put that aside and I put my rice that I already have made into the container, and then I put the egg on top. I do want to say that I don't know how long an egg can be refrigerated until it goes bad, but it's okay with me because I eat it literally not even 24 hours later, so I'm fine. Okay, so this next part is the long-awaited gym routine. So the first thing I want to say is that I've been lifting weights since May, and I'm gonna be honest, I am very proud of myself because I have visually seen my progress, and it's honestly it amazes me. I'm proud of myself. Pat on the back. So yeah, let's just get into the routine. Before I start, I do want to warn everyone that I did have a bad habit of hitting legs every single day. I would go insane at the gym, only hitting legs every single day, Monday through Sunday, no rest days ever, never ever. I just realized that I was tiring myself, and honestly going to the gym felt like a punishment instead of something that I enjoyed. So I decided to switch up my whole entire gym split, and now I only hit legs 3 times a week. Anyways, I'm gonna stop yapping and let's just get into the routine. The first thing I do is I stretch. I cannot stress this enough. You need to stretch or you are going to injure yourself. I cannot explain how many times I have injured myself or caused myself pain because I did not stretch. Any type of stretch or mobility is fine. Just move your legs, try to wake them up. I make the stretches simple and effective and quick, and once I'm finished with my stretches, then I just go straight to the bar. I start off with squats. My sets get progressively heavier throughout, so I start off with a wake up set. I do 15 reps with a weight that is easy to me. Honestly, the thing that matters most is good form. So If you are not making a full squat because you have so much like heavy plates on your bar, take off the plates. Please just take off the plates, because the good form is so much more important than what you are lifting. Please don't sacrifice your form for a weight that you cannot even lift yet. The reason why it's called progressive overload is because it's progressive, it's slow. So don't immediately, like in one night, go from 25 pounds to like 100. That's not how it works. Do it nice and easy. Don't push yourself, because if you push yourself and go over the limit of what you can lift, you're just not gonna have good form, and you can either injure yourself or you can just look dumb at the gym. So please don't sacrifice your form for just lifting a heavier weight. Then after that wake up set, I add a little more weight and I do 2 sets of 8 reps. And you know the drill, I add a little more weight and do 3 sets of 8. Now I'm moving on to reverse lunges. For these, I'm gonna add a 25 so it can be a step up reverse lunge. With the same method as the squats, I start off with a lighter weight and do 3 sets of 10 on each leg. With these, I like to take my time because I really want my knee to get as low as possible, and I also want my working leg to lift the bar and myself. So just do it nice and controlled. After the 3 sets, I add more weight and do another 3 sets of 10. Now moving on, we're gonna lower the bar and do RDLs. I'm not gonna lie, I noticed I was doing RDLs wrong, like really late. I think I noticed it like 2 months ago, thanks to some guy at the gym that like literally called me out. So thanks to you. Thanks, man. Really appreciated it. For RDLs, I don't go as heavy as my squats or lunges because I don't want to injure my back, especially since my back and legs are the ones most at work. I do 3 sets of 10 to 12. If I do 10, it's because I'm extremely tired, but I always push myself because it's more of a mind game. I know if I tell myself that 10 is my limit, I'm going to stick to that. Like once I hit 10, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I'm so tired. But if you really like think about it, you can do more than what your mind tells you. So I really try to not push myself, but if I can do more, I'll do more. If I have the strength to do more, I will do more. It's always a mind game. You can always do better than what your mind tells you. After my RDLs, I go to hip thrusts. I honestly hate these while I'm doing them, but at the end I feel so proud of myself. But I don't know, it's like a love-hate relationship. I do want to say that I lift heavier on these, maybe the same or more than my squats or lunges. I do try and go slow and controlled, and for hip thrusts, I really need to listen to good music. Like I need to get hyped. Once I finish every set, I really need a resting period. So I don't know, once I finish the set, I'll just sit down, observe people, go on my phone, text a friend, listen to some music. I don't know, I just need a resting period after each set. But I also don't want to hog the machine, so the resting is going to be very quick. Now I move on to a few other machines depending on what's available, but I mainly focus on leg press and leg extension. For my leg press, it's a lot easier to lift heavier, so I add the most but not too much that I hurt myself. And I do 3 sets of 15. Again, slow and controlled. Also, if you want to screenshot this is a few of different ways that you can use the leg press machine. So depending on whatever your feet are is on what different muscle groups you're going to work on. Now I'm going to go to leg extensions. These, I really feel the burn. I do 3 sets of 12. And let me tell you, always on the last rep, on the 12th, I literally cannot do it anymore. So I literally like slam the machine. It's kind of bad, but it really burns my quads. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, so for this portion, it's very small, but I just use dumbbells, and this is like a little finisher after all of the work I just did. I do Bulgarian squats. I think I do like 3 sets of 15. The next thing I do is I do like a step up goblet squats straight into a sumo squats. And that I do 3 sets of 15. These really burn my quads. I'm not gonna lie to you, I really hate, sometimes I do skip them just because it really does burn. And also, since I already did so much at the gym beforehand, I don't want to over exaggerate the routine. I also do lunges and B stance RDLs. So for these, I also do around 3 sets of 12. And one of my favorite things that I just started to do is for my glutes. I do like a glute lift. I don't know, I'm honestly really sorry, I don't know what the name of the machine is, but basically I just grab a 25 and I lift myself, and this really works your glutes. So yeah, that is my long-awaited recommended full leg routine. So after the gym, I take a shower, I do my homework, just relax. Around an hour or two that I come home, I do get a little hungry, so I get a little snack. For my snack today, I had 2 cups of the Oikos yogurt. I love these yogurts because, you know, it gives me my protein. And I cut up some strawberries and add that on top. This is literally 30 grams of protein. Like, hello. Talk about the best snack ever. Hello, don't play with me. Oikos, sponsor me. Give me some Oikos. That's like one of my favorite snacks. So later on in the day, obviously I have dinner, so I'm going to explain what I had today. So for dinner today, I had steak, potatoes, eggs, and ham. This is also 33 grams of protein, so I'm going to explain to you how I make this. The first thing I do, I grab my potatoes and I slice that up in little pieces, and I put that in a little bowl. And then on the potatoes, I just add the same avocado oil that I said previously, and I just add some salt and whisk that up together. After I mix that up together, I put that in a pan and I wait for that to heat up. Once I'm done with the potatoes, then I put that in the same bowl that I put them in and I just cover them. This just makes it like a little bit more softer, and it makes it like, you know, roasted potatoes. Now I grab my steak. I also want to say that I don't have 2 steaks every day. It was just that day. Usually I'll have chicken. I do the same thing that I did with lunch. I grab my steak and I spray it with the avocado oil and put salt on it, and I heat that up. While the steak is heating up, now I'm going to grab my ham and cut that into little pieces as well. And this time I'm having 2 eggs. I whisk my eggs together and I put the steak to a side and I just make my eggs with the ham. And that is my full entire dinner. Then later on in the night, I will have a protein shake. Protein shakes make me really tired, so that's why I have it in the night. I have the muscle milk protein shake, and that is 25 grams of protein. So yeah, that is everything that I eat in a day and my leg routine. At the end of the day, I have around 170 grams of protein, so don't play with me right now when it comes to my protein. I do want to say that sometimes I eat a little bit more than what I show here. For example, I did have a cup of fruit like twice this day, but I just didn't record that because, I don't know, it's not important. You know, sometimes it switches up. Sometimes I'll have the fruit, sometimes I'll have like Cheerios. It really depends on what I'm feeling that day, but not every day is the same. I don't eat the same things every day, but I do try and have 170 grams of protein every single day. So yeah, that is my routine. That is what I eat in a day, and that is the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, comment down below any other videos that you guys want me to do, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.